Now let's concentrate into installing the WordPress into our project. Now in this particular case, all we need to do, you can get back to www directory. In case of POM server, it is a www. This is practically the root directory where all the project's root folders are practically created. And inside this root folder, the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to create a new folder first. And we can name it anything. We will be naming it as Learn Simple as an instance. If you double click into it, you can see that it is practically empty. Nothing has been created so far. Now we'll be getting back to Google, and here we will be looking for WordPress download. There it goes. Now if we just right click and open it, we can see that this is the WordPress.org's official website from where we can download this WordPress 4.9.6 version. It is a .zip format. All we are now going to do, we are just going to click on this download WordPress button, and we can see that it is now getting downloaded here. This has been downloaded into our computer. We are now going to cut this thing from the downloaded folder. So all we are going to do, we are going to create a folder which we named as downloaded WordPress. Now if we just enter into this folder and we have to paste this .zip format that we have downloaded off the internet, the next thing is we need to extract it. So we are extracting it, and we can see that a WordPress folder is been created inside. Now if we just click into, we can see that all those things, those are required to run a WordPress project. Those are present over here. The next thing is, all we are going to do, we are going to practically copy each and every of them. So just copy this thing. Let's get back to our www root folder of the WOM server. And inside this Learn Simple folder that we have created and which is supposed to be empty so far, this is empty. All we are going to do, we are going to paste them over here, and you can see those things are now being pasted inside our Learn Simple folder that we have created. There it goes. And in the next case, we are getting back to WOM server into this PHP my admin. We are clicking onto it, and here the first thing that we need to do, we have to create a new database. We will be naming it Learn Simple, and we will be creating it. So Learn Simple DB has been created. Just click into it and you can see that this is empty. Copy this database name. The name of the database is being copied. Open up the localhost server, and here we can see that already Learn Simple is now created over here. Click into it. Now here comes the setup process. It is actually asking you to set up WordPress into your project, and that is what we wanted. We wanted to install WordPress into our project. So first of all, set your language into English or anything that is suited for you. A list of languages has been attributed over here, so you can choose anything among them. If we do continue, we can see that these are the things, those are needed in order to proceed further. So all we are now going to do, we are clicking here, let's go, and it is asking for the database name. So what should be the database name? The exact same one that we have created over here, this Learn Simple _DB. This is the database name that will be used on further in order to create all our database entries, to insert data into our database. So that is why we will be naming it as Learn Simple DB. Username, password, you can leave it empty. Database host is of course localhost, and the table prefix will be WP_. So everything is set in order. All we now need to do, we need to submit. Oh sorry, we have to place here this username. We have to set it to root. Password field can be left empty. Now let's submit, and there it says that run the installation. We are pressing this button here. Now the next page that is being displayed here, it asks for the site title and the username, password, everything which are needed to enter to log in into our WordPress site. We'll be naming the site title first. This is the site title. Let's name it as Hello All Webinars. Username should be And if you want to change your password, then you can change it over here. You may set a different password over here. Copy this thing that we need to do over here, and we are creating a text document where we will be naming it as user details to site. Open this notepad and first of all set the username that you have copied. It is learning simplified, and for the password you need to store this password elsewhere in order to gain access to the login page. Now this is the password, so we are now saving it. Save, and let's get back to our project, and everything is set here. You need to provide your email option. You may provide it here, but always keep in mind that this is practically run under localhost environment. And the search engine visibility, if we just check this box over here, then it will discourage search engines from indexing this site. So if you want that your site should be kept aloof of the word, then you may check it. Or if you want to get noticed or get indexed into search engine rankings, then all you can do, you can keep it unchecked. The rest of the things, those are okay in order. If you want to hide it, then hide it, and you'll see that these things are now being observed. If you want unhide it, then you can see the original texts that you have entered so far, and you need to check other things like this, your email or the rest of those things. So now all you need to do, install WordPress, and you can see that you must provide an email address. So you cannot leave any empty field over here. So that is why you may provide an alternative email address, whatever you want. There it goes. And it says that double check your email address before continuing. You know that this email address is a very important thing. Any kind of changes those were made into your site, all those notifications will be present into your particular email address that you have entered over here. So never forget to provide the proper email address, because this will be the only way of communication with all of the info or all of the interactions those are made into your web page. Now if we install WordPress, and it says that success, WordPress has been installed, and this is the username and this is the password that we have chosen. So if we now press this login, we can see that a login page will be evolved over here. Now first of all, let's close all these dialog boxes over here, and we are going to reopen our web page from here. So if we get back, we can see that this is the Learn Simple project that we have created so far. If we click onto it, we can see that this is the web project that has been created. Now if you just get back to your sidebar, so you can see that there's a login page here. Now all you need to do, you need to log into your page, and this is the username that has been created by us. There it goes. And this is the password. So we have to check our password now. There it goes, the password. So if we now just log in, we are now able to log into our dashboard page, and this is the part practically from where all the components of this WordPress site is now being observed over here, is now being controlled from this particular panel page. So this is a matter of another tutorial. So far this is the part that you needed.